Deep in South America lies a vast green sea of trees. This is the Amazon rainforest. It stretches across 9 countries, a colossal expanse of life that is truly one of the Earth's greatest treasures. For millions of years, this forest has been growing, breathing, and supporting an incredible web of life. It is so large that it creates its own weather systems, influencing the climate far beyond its borders. The Amazon is more than just a collection of trees. It is a vital organ for our planet, often called the lungs of the Earth because of the immense amount of oxygen it produces for all of us to breathe. Its health is directly connected to the health of our entire world. The importance of the Amazon cannot be overstated. Imagine a giant natural machine working day and night to keep our planet stable. The trees absorb enormous quantities of carbon dioxide, a gas that warms our planet. By storing this carbon in their trunks, branches, and roots, they help to balance the Earth's climate, preventing it from getting too hot. The forest also releases huge amounts of water vapor into the atmosphere through a process called transpiration. This moisture forms clouds, which travel thousands of miles, providing essential rainfall to agricultural regions far away. The Amazon is a global climate regulator, a provider of clean air, and a guardian of freshwater resources. But what if this great forest were to vanish? Let us imagine for a moment a world without the Amazon. If every tree were cut down, the immediate effect would be catastrophic. The land, once shaded and moist, would bake under the harsh tropical sun. The soil, no longer held together by the intricate network of roots, would wash away with the first heavy rains, turning fertile ground into barren desert. This scenario is not just a distant nightmare. It is a possibility we are moving closer to with every passing day as deforestation continues to chip away at this vital ecosystem. The disappearance of the Amazon would not be a quiet event. It would be a deafening silence where life once thrived. The forest's role as the lungs of our planet would cease. Without these billions of trees breathing in carbon dioxide, the amount of this heat-trapping gas in our atmosphere would skyrocket. This would dramatically accelerate climate change, leading to more extreme weather events all over the globe, from more intense heat waves in Europe to more severe droughts in Africa. The air we all depend on would become less clean. The delicate balance that has allowed life to flourish for millennia would be broken, and the consequences would be felt by every single person on Earth. The loss of the Amazon would be a self-inflicted wound on a planetary scale, a wound from which we might never recover. The Amazon is not just a forest, it is a living library of biodiversity. It is home to 1 in 10 known species on Earth. Millions of different kinds of animals and plants live here, many of which have not even been discovered by science yet. Imagine colorful macaws flying through the canopy, stealthy jaguars hunting on the forest floor, and playful river dolphins swimming in the winding waterways. An incredible variety of monkeys swing from the branches, and countless species of frogs with skins of every imaginable color hide among the leaves. The sheer richness of life is breathtaking. Each creature has a role to play in this complex and interconnected world. If the Amazon were to disappear, this vibrant world of life would be extinguished. It would be the single greatest extinction event in modern human history. The animals that are uniquely adapted to the rainforest environment would have nowhere else to go. The jaguar, the sloth, the poison dart frog, and the magnificent harpy eagle would all lose their homes and face certain extinction. The rivers, stripped of the forest that feeds and protects them, would become murky and lifeless, leading to the loss of thousands of fish species, including the famous piranha and the giant arapima. It would be a silent and irreversible tragedy, a gallery of life's wonders closed forever. The plant life is just as extraordinary. The Amazon contains a treasure trove of botanical wonders with an estimated 40,000 plant species. Many of these plants are the source of compounds used in modern medicine. From painkillers to treatments for cancer, the forest has given us countless remedies, and it holds the potential for countless more discoveries. Indigenous communities have used these plants for healing for thousands of years, holding knowledge that is invaluable to all of humanity. The cure for diseases we have not yet even faced could be hidden in the leaves of a single undiscovered plant deep within the jungle. With the forest gone, this natural pharmacy would be destroyed. We would lose not only the plants themselves, but also the chance to learn from them. The potential for new medicines, new foods, and new materials would vanish along with the trees. Furthermore, the diverse indigenous peoples of the Amazon, who have lived in harmony with the forest for generations, would lose their homes, their cultures, and their very identities. Their deep, spiritual connection to the land would be severed. The loss of the Amazon would not just be an ecological disaster, it would be a profound human and cultural catastrophe as well. The disappearance of the Amazon would send shockwaves through the world's weather patterns. The rainforest acts like a giant heart, pumping moisture into the atmosphere. This moisture forms what are known as flying rivers, vast air currents that carry water vapor across South America and even further afield. These flying rivers are responsible for providing life-giving rain to major agricultural areas, including the vast farmlands of Argentina and parts of the United States. Without the forest to generate this moisture, these regions would experience severe and prolonged droughts. The breadbaskets of the world would begin to fail, threatening food security for millions. The local climate would transform dramatically. The region would become much hotter and drier. The lack of trees would mean less shade and less moisture being released into the air, turning the once lush basin into a dry, dusty savanna or even a desert. This process is known as desertification. The predictable rainy seasons that farmers depend on would become a thing of the past. The very land would change, becoming unable to support the kind of life it once did. The ripple effect would be enormous, creating a domino effect of ecological collapse that would spread far beyond the Amazon's original borders. It would be a permanent scar on the face of the planet. Globally, the impact on the climate would be devastating. The Amazon rainforest currently stores an estimated 150 to 200 billion tons of carbon. If the forest were to be cut down and burned, this massive amount of carbon would be released into the atmosphere as carbon dioxide. This sudden, enormous release would be equivalent to many decades of global fossil fuel emissions. It would push our planet past a critical tipping point, locking in catastrophic levels of global warming. We would experience more frequent and intense heat waves, rising sea levels that would flood coastal cities, and storms of unprecedented power. The air we breathe would suffer. While the Amazon is not solely responsible for all our oxygen, it plays a significant role in cleaning our atmosphere. The loss of this massive carbon sink would mean that the carbon dioxide we produce from burning fossil fuels would accumulate in the atmosphere much faster. This would not only accelerate climate change, but could also have direct impacts on human health. The delicate balance of gases in our atmosphere, which has made our planet habitable for so long, would be irrevocably altered. The disappearance of the Amazon would, quite literally, change the air that sustains us all. The story of the Amazon does not have to end in tragedy. Its fate is not yet sealed, and there is still hope. This hope lies in our collective action and our recognition that the forest's survival is our own survival. Governments, corporations, and individuals all have a part to play in protecting this precious resource. Governments can create and enforce stronger laws against illegal deforestation, support sustainable industries, and recognize the land rights of indigenous peoples, who are the forest's best guardians. Protecting the Amazon is one of the most effective and immediate actions we can take to combat climate change and preserve biodiversity. As individuals, it can be easy to feel powerless when facing such a large problem, but our choices matter. We can make a difference through the products we buy. By choosing products that are certified as deforestation-free, we can ensure our money is not supporting industries that destroy the rainforest. We can reduce our consumption of beef, as cattle ranching is the single biggest driver of deforestation in the Amazon. We can also support organizations that are working on the ground in the Amazon, planting trees, protecting wildlife, and empowering local communities to build sustainable livelihoods that do not harm the forest. Education is perhaps our most powerful tool. By learning about the Amazon and sharing its story with others, we can build a global community that cares about its future. We can teach our children about the importance of rainforests and the incredible diversity of life they hold. When people understand what is at stake, the clean air, the stable climate, the undiscovered medicines, and the sheer wonder of it all, they are more likely to be inspired to act. We must raise our voices and demand that our leaders take meaningful steps to protect this global treasure for all future generations. The Amazon is at a crossroads, and so are we. We can continue on a path of destruction, leading to a hotter, poorer, and less stable world, or we can choose a different path. We can choose to value the living forest more than the cleared land. We can choose to work with nature, not against it. The future of the Amazon, and in many ways our own future, rests in our hands. Let us choose wisely. Let us work together to ensure that this great green heart of our planet continues to beat strongly for centuries to come, a vibrant and enduring symbol of life on Earth.